tonight. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Coming left is Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 16.
Now Trubisky to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here? They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him think.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Brady to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we toss it an hour or so. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Brady now on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. High throw, but the catch is made.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And Callaway taking it in left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. On the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trubisky's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
The Saints on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Trubisky will throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Now Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On first down, Brady. Slant route to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
What's the deal, y'all? That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as they wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 10. A minute 25 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trubisky to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now is Trubisky. That is caught by Callaway. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now it's Trubisky to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Trubisky. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa.